Xperia T3 is the new phablet from Sony, and it's a 5.3-inch device, but nowadays it's coming in a very thin casing, so it's not bulky and big as it was before with the huge diagonal. The design is also pretty nice. You'll see a lot of fingerprints on this display, but it's a pretty much better display than it was before, but I'll talk about that a little bit later. It's only 7mm in the profile, which is very thin. So when you hold it in your hand, it feels light and it's very compact. My hands are a bit bigger, so maybe it's not good for comparison. It's a big device, but it's not bulky, so you can put it in your trousers and you can walk around with it. You'll feel it in your trousers, but it won't be uncomfortable. Regarding ergonomics, you have this unlock key right here. It's always at Sony in the same place, and I like it. Volume keys are bumped up a little bit more, which is good. And you get a camera shutter key. What I would like is also to see these virtual keys below the screen. As you see, there is a place to put them here, because those virtual actually make the screen smaller, and when you come into gallery, you know, they switch positions, which is a little bit fuzzy for me. The back cover is not removable. It's a bit rubberized, so you get a nice grip while holding it in your hands. I like the way it looks. The cool thing with Sony smartphones is that you get this LED blinking when you have a text message missing. The display is something new. It's a 5.3-inch IPS display, and it's new because Sony before didn't have IPS display. It's got better colors. This is only 720p resolution, but I don't think you can see the pixels on the screen. It's a pretty good display. It's got sharp details. If you put this display outdoors in direct sunlight, you'll be able to use it, but you have to put on settings on maximum brightness, on automatic settings, because if you put it in the middle, then the screen visibility outdoors won't be that good. You get comma and the point on the first screen, which is great, but you don't get number keys on top, which actually you don't get at low-end or mid-range Samsung devices, only at high-end devices. I like this keyboard. You won't mistype while using it. Android comes in the newest 4.4 KitKat version with Sony Upgrade, which is a classical upgrade. It looks pretty nice aesthetically, but regarding intuitivity, this upper dashboard could have been made a bit better. It's the same on all the Xperia devices, so you have to click a little bit more to reach all the settings. It's a pretty nice looking interface, although on Xperia Z3, which has 5.2, not 5.3-inch display, icons are a bit bigger. They look much nicer. You get the smart dial and all the other advanced options. Also, the Walkman interface looks pretty good. As you can see, it's loading a little bit slower. It's not because of the 3G. The 3G is pretty good, but on Antutu benchmark, you get about 20,000 points. It's an average phone regarding how fast it is. When playing games, you'll see a little twitching. It's not the perfect frame rate. And if you install a bunch of applications, it could work a little bit slower. It's a pretty loud speaker, but fancier phones get two speakers in the front, so it's obvious that this is a mid-range, but it's a good quality, and I think that in indoors you'll be satisfied with this speaker. Sony decided to put a side key for camera on Xperia T3. It could be a little bit more bumped out. It's not very precise and it's too small. But okay, it doesn't matter. I like the way interface looks. It's really clean and simple to use. It's easy to switch from front to back camera. Also, you get a key for direct LED flash, and you can get additional settings here. You can change the modes of photographing here, so the interface looks pretty good. This is a small front camera, and this is a bit more advanced rear camera with small LED flash. The back camera quality is pretty good. The colors look very vibrant. They look really fresh. It's like from the compact cameras. But you know, on details you won't see high quality details. Details are pretty much ruined. And during night, photos are a bit blurry. They're not really usable if you're in a darker place, and the LED flash won't reach up more than 2 meters. Regarding front camera, it's pretty good for selfies. It's a 1 megapixel camera, pretty good for selfies during day, but As I said, during night it's the same f2.4 aperture as the back camera, and it's mostly not usable, it's just for basic usage. In the end, this Xperia looks like all the other Xperia models, and what I like the most are those thin edges. It's a thin profile and it's a pretty large display, so if you want the cheaper phablet, this is a pretty good choice. And that'll be all from me. I invite you to subscribe for our channel and follow us in the future, and thanks for watching.